Good Monday morning, everybody. How are you? This is Kathy with Kincaid Special Creations coming to you with another glue book video. Today I promised you that I would put my cover on my ABC book. So here we are. This is what I'm going to put on it for a cover. Right there, and then I have letters from the Dollar Tree store, the Jot brand, in different forms and varieties. I might mix them. I might put them all in one color. I'm not sure how that's going to work yet. I think these would go good, but I might just mix them all up. So if that's something you want to see, hang around. But what we're going to do first is I want to take my tacky glue, shake it up because it's cold out here, was cold out here this morning on the porch. Okay. And, whoops, guess I need to glue that back down. That's coming apart. I didn't realize those would come apart. You learn something new every day, guys, every day. Make sure you get a good line of glue to the edges, because if you don't, it'll lift up on you. Whoops. Just to the edges of the book, not to the edges of the contents here. And the corners. Alright, so that should be plenty of glue. Now we're going to take and swish in the glue from this side. Lay this down. Match it up with that black piece. Almost sneak and get this towel. Get off all the extra glue that we can get off. And then we'll take our our hotel card that we got, and we'll smooth it down as best as we can. I should have done this before I put anything in it, but alright. So now when somebody looks, they will know that this is my ABC book. Get all this extra glue off. And come off with the towel. There we go. Now, let's see. Let's open up these letters. Sorry for the noise. Should have known they were going to be noisy. Okay, we have some purple ones. That one only had 4 sheets in it. This one has 9. So, probably bought them at different times. You know, everybody, they downsize, upsize. These are a little smaller. This one also has 9. All right, let's get these out of here. Okay. Let's see. I think I want the green one for the A. Let's just peel this sticker right off. Make sure you bump out that little inside piece. Just like that. Gives you a little triangle if you need it for something. Alright. Let's see if I can figure out a good part for this. Should have done that. Let's do the B first. Let's put that right there for just a second. We'll do the B out of these letters. That way we can put it in the middle. Leave those on there if you can. There we go. Put the B in. I'm not going to put them on an even, because you know me, I can't get anything straight. I'll say, where'd my A letter go? You all seen it fall, didn't you? And the A, put it down just a little lower. There we go. And let's see if we like this C off of this purple. It looks up. That one didn't come off at all. Be real careful with these stickers. Yeah, it'll work. A, B, C. There we go. And I think I like these green letters. So we're going to put book underneath it. And this. B. Find us a couple O's. There's one. And two. Okay. See if I can see this to make it even. See if it's going to be even before I put it down there. That looks a little high. Yeah, I think that'll work. Oh, that is way crooked. Crooked. B-O. Gotta be careful with them. They're made out of really thin stuff. I hope a K will fit on there. I don't know, people. I think they're all going to have to be moved over. What do you think? It might fit on there. That is so crooked, guys. So crooked. So in order to make it, that O went down good. A little less funny. I'm gonna put these letters crooked to start with, and then everybody will think I did it on purpose. And the K. There we go. There you go, guys. ABC book. And that is what we're going to work on to start with. And get all these letters out of the way. Get my thing. Let me get me a couple of things of glue out of here. All right. Now, I tried my best, guys, to find new letters. Some of them are, some of them aren't. Let's lay all this stuff out right here. There's my little folder I got to put it in. Just one of the magazine covers. We are recycling stuff for a good purpose. Okay, the first thing I have is called Valdez, North Carolina. And we're going to put that under V. V is going to be easy because I only got one page of these. So, there we go. Let me get my glue book out of here. Gluing book. Alright. Let's bring this out. Let's put these. Set that one over there and set these up here just a little farther. Alright, Valdez, North Carolina. Has anybody ever heard of Valdez, North Carolina? Or do you perhaps live in Valdez, North Carolina? Well, that one's empty. These things do not last a long time. I see why them people buy those great big ones. When I get on Amazon and make an order, I'll order me a couple of the big ones. Here we go. Valdez, North Carolina. It's a beautiful place. Must be steeped in history too, because it has them dressed up and a grist mill of some sort. There we go. The next thing is, this is called, in North Carolina, this is called a wave pizza. To us, it's just a pizza, but I cut it out of a wave pizza advertisement. Anybody that lives down there will know what a wave pizza is. Makes sense because we were at the Outer Banks, so if you're going to name a place, Wave Pizza is a good place to name. There we go. And the next, look guys, I found a Q. That is a quail. And I have the word quail. So we're going to put them together. It was just lucky that I come across that quail and the word that says quail, because I would not have known it was a quail. I wouldn't have. I've heard of quails before. I guess Granddaddy used to talk about them. I don't know of anybody else that would have told me about them. We watched a fellow on TV over the weekend. He's a camper, and he was camping in a cemetery. And one of his questions he asked us to comment on was, would you camp in a cemetery? And I said, no way. And then I realized that when my daughter passed away, we buried her here on the property so that I wouldn't have to lose her again. And so I do. I sleep in a cemetery every single night. But you just gotta roll with the flow. X, Y. Look, Yorktown. Isn't that cute? I don't even know where this is at. This must be in North Carolina too. It come out of this Our State magazine. Let me turn it right side up so you can read it. Okay. They come out of this magazine, so, but sometimes they advertise people to go on tours, so I'm not sure. I should have paid attention before I cut it out, but it was already cut out and ready to go in my Y section of my ABC book before I thought about it. I love these lines. If you did a halfway decently straight cut, you might get it on there at least halfway decent. Alright, and the next one is, I could use this in two ways. I could use this under V for Virginia, but I'm going to use it under W for Welcome to Virginia Beach. This come out of a Virginia tourist guide. They're just, I mean, people that live on the beach have their downsides because they have hurricanes and ocean storms that come in all the time, but they have a beautiful place to live. For the majority of the time, it's beautiful. Would I live there? No, I don't believe I would. Simply because I'm like Timmy's cousin said about West Virginia. He was born here in West Virginia. But he said he would not move back to West Virginia because West Virginia people do not know what they have. And he does not ever want to lose that feeling when he comes across the West Virginia straight line when he comes to visit. He said he never wants to be complacent. And you know, really, that's anywhere you are. If we was to go out in Michigan where he lives, we would be all inspired of the place that he lived. But if you live there long enough, you become used to the certain times. Like we just had Bridge Day over the past weekend, where the whitewater rafters, the base jumpers, the parrot, you know, all the activity-laden people, they like to do all those kind of stuff, come and do their having fun one time a year. We live here, and we have paddled the river or the creek or whatever many a times. We've rode them on, well, I haven't, but my husband's rode them on inner tubes just before the rafting come into place and everything. So it's not that we don't understand the enjoyment of coming and doing it. It's just, we've always done it. So we don't see the novelty of it. But I'm glad there is, because tourism has been a big help to West Virginia to be able to get us up and at least competitive a little bit. And people want to come here. They call us a retirement state. That's good for people that are older like me, but that's not good for our young kids. So if we want to keep them, we're going to have to change the mindset of the government into, you know, what can we do to have jobs that kids can stay here? Jobs that, even down here in West Virginia, the rent is ridiculous. Not like it is in the cities, I'll give you that. But for us, when me and Timmy first started renting a house, we paid $25 a month. Let that sink in, people. That was 50 years ago. So don't have a panic attack on me yet. But now, you can't buy hamburger and hot dog or hamburgers and french fries at McDonald's for a family of 4 for under $25. And we were doing it to live in a place for an entire month. Sometimes I think people have just gotten so used to the newest and the brightest thing, and I gotta have. No, you don't. Trust me, I've lived and I have done that. Gotta have. As you see, I have 4 crickets, a Brothers Scandicut, and a cricket or a Silhouette machine. Do I need those? I feel like I do. I bought, they're paid for. I don't owe anybody for them. They're mine. But would I go and do it again? And the answer is no. Unless you're starting a business of some sort and variety, you need to get together with a bunch of your friends or somebody that already has one and say, hey, I'd like to have a design done, blah, blah, blah. Pay them a couple of bucks to do that design for you. They've already spent their money. They've already bought their machine. All you might have to do is buy the vinyl and whatever you want to put it on. I'm sure they'd help you out. Okay, look at this, guys. This is called, it's like a dog shop. It's called Gangsta. It's called the Gangsta Dog. Great stuff for really good dogs. You notice they didn't say good stuff for really great dogs. Because as much as I love my Sammy, there are moments. So we're going to put this under G. I think all I have under G so far is a glass. So we're going to put this Gangsta Dog right up here front and center. He looks like a Gangsta Dog. That's what I always call those cars that has a little tiny, look like old-timey cars, but they got those little teeny tiny windows. You back in the 30s, maybe 40s, these gangsters would go around shooting out them little bitty windows at everybody coming and going. So all the stuff that's happening now has happened our entire lifetime. Everybody gets panicky over it because they haven't personally seen it. But if you watch old movies or you watch old television shows or listen to old people, all the stuff that's happening, you just see it more often because there's a phone in everybody's hand to take a picture of something. And they're all in this gotcha moment. Even if you watch, like you watch my video, even if there's something you won't respond or comment on something that's really, really good, but you let me step out a step for 5 seconds and everybody will comment. But it's all good. A comment is a comment. Good, bad, otherwise. A like, a dislike. It all still gets my videos out. Hey, and if you don't mind and you haven't done it this week, when you watch this video, hit that hype button. That will help me get out more. And I'm at 691 subscribers. In 9 more subscribers, I'm going to do me a giveaway. We're working on our ideas. We got some pretty good ones in place. So, help me out here. Just hit that little subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you have, let me take this opportunity to tell you how much I appreciate you. I've been doing this for 4 years. That's a long time to only have 691 subscribers. I got that, but I'm not giving up, guys. I'm not giving up. I'm going to keep working. The money for me is not the most paramount, although it would be nice to be able to pay for the stuff that I work with. That's not the point, but the point being is I enjoy talking to you guys. Y'all are wonderful. The little comments you leave, some of you leave a like, the views that I get, I mean, irrelevant to other people that have a ton of subscribers, their views are relevant to mine. So I don't even stress about the views, although, you know, with any channel, you would like to have the views. I want the subscribers first, and then we'll talk about the views. Back to this, we are now on a second one, and this is Virginia Beach. I've never been to Virginia Beach that I know of, but they say it's a real nice beach to go to. We had planned to go there one year instead of the Outer Banks, but we just couldn't give up on the Outer Banks. We love that place down. Those people are so nice. We're comfortable down there. We know what to do. We're finally to the point where we've done just about everything that there is to do outside the house. So we're going to plan when we go back another year. Plan on doing a lot of activities that's not necessarily keeps you in the house, but activities like last year we did, or this year we did a scavenger hunt, and them kids had an absolute blast doing that scavenger hunt, and I had such a fun time because their requirement was we had rolled for 4 things every day. They had to take a picture of it. They had to send that picture to me, not to the group, just to me. Then I verified that they sent the picture and put it in a thing and counted it up. And I'm telling you what, they was competitive. They did a really fine job. I was real proud of them. So we'll do something again like that next year because it was just fun. All right, we are back to G, and look what I found, guys. A golfer. Who wants to bet me I can't get this whole thing down there without breaking that golf club in half? I'm going to try to set him right here. No, I think I'm going to put him on the next page because I don't want to mess up my gangsta dog. So I'll put him right here. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, wish me luck. Wish me luck. We'll start with doing the golf club. And then I'll glue up the golfer. I thought that was funny when I was looking for a G. It ended up being a golfer. Here comes Samuel again. All right, get in there. I think every time you all watch me, we have Samuel wanting underneath. There we go. There's the golfer down. Come on, golf. Oh, look at me. Look at that, guys. I got him down all in one piece. His Golf club and all. Yes. I did not fussy cut all the way around that little teeny tiny golf club because I knew if I did, I would not be able to get that in. I did bring back the P because I found a really cute puzzle purse. Look at that. That's a purse that looks like it's made out of puzzle pieces. Looks like it's leather that they cut and then weaved in together. So I thought that would be a cute one to add to our P's. Now, do I want it? Maybe I want it down here with her phone. That'll work. There we go. We got a lighthouse for the L. I don't think I got too many on the L's either. Nope, just got a line. Here's a lighthouse. I seen one lady doing this glue book stuff, and she's just putting a little drop of glue on stuff, and I was like, why on earth is she just putting that little teeny tiny bit of glue on there? And then she explains it almost at the end of the video. Is she's putting it down temporarily in case she has to pick something up and move it to a different spot, which is pretty good. Now we have, in addition to our owl, we have Owl Creek. I'll put it right over top of that. Man, there's a chunk of glue. We need to get off that thing. Okay. Pick up our Owl Creek and put it right over top of that. Yeah. There we go. I love owls. Okay, and our next one is going to be Amish. I guess this is Amish from Pennsylvania. Let me find me a different page in my book. That piece of glue on there. Okay. If you don't press hard enough, you don't get enough glue on it. If you press too hard, it squishes the glue out the side of your thing. And then you have glue everywhere. But we're working on it. Alright. Now, we'll put our Amish right down here at the bottom. That's like back in the day stuff when you had to roam around with a horse and buggy. And they do just fine, guys. They do just fine. Now we need the P back again for a plate. Isn't that a cute plate? Plate with horses all over it. Put this one up to hold this old pigawig down. He's being hateful. Trying to run out of my book. Okay. Next thing we got is it's weird. It's like in one of those bottles that you get that iced coffee in, but it's table wine. So it's going to go under W. I guess it makes sense because then you could just have a bottle of wine instead of a glass of wine. But I just thought it was a cute little bottle with a cow on it. Because it's called Klondike Farms. But it's called Guernsey's Table Wine. Now we have as a hairdo. I thought that one was interesting enough for me to pick it up and put it in here. We'll put her over here. Ooh, I'm already past my time limit, guys. So we may just be doing the ABC, but no, I can do the other one real quick. This is a tower. If I didn't run my mouth so much, you all probably could watch this in just a short amount of time. But what would that fun be? I mean, really. A T for a tower. Let's put it down here where that end ain't showing. There we go. Look what I found, guys. I guess it's a musical that they have down there. It's called The King and I. And I need a K. Let's see. We'll have to put him on the next page because there's no way he's going to fit on these. Let's put the king. And if you look closely, I should have showed you before I put it together, but has her silhouette in with the king's face. Okay. That glue, something else, guys. And the king and I. Put it up over here over top this glue. There we go. And I'm going to put this one under Y for yogurt. Yeah, yogurt. Sorry, guys. Yoga. I don't know what he's doing. Some kind of spiritual something, I guess. About to cut his head off. Put him down here. There we go. And I have this one, which I have anybody know what that instrument is? I do not. So it is going to go under I, which I need an I for instrument. Because I've never seen a guitar or acoustics or whatever type of that thing that is that big. It was part of a museum picture that they had. All right, we're going to go back to W for weavers. And let's put it on a different page. Don't worry, we'll be filled up with this thing before it's done. Every little nook and cranny will have something. It's a thrill to hunt. If you want little pieces, you go find little pieces. If you want big ones, you go find big pieces. If you want stuff that starts with a certain letter, you go find that. Now we have the other musical that they have, which is Mary, Queen of Scots. We could put her under, let's put her under Q for Queen. Let's do that. Let's do that. She's going to have to go on her own page too, because she got too big of a color on her to put her anywhere else. All right. Mary, Queen of Scots. My husband comes from the Scottish line. Let's put her all the way up here to the top. Get her all laid out there flat. Well, you really need to use one of these things to get them to stay down, to adhere to that paper. And then we'll put her name. I think I only got a couple more of these guys. Mary, Queen of Scots. Okay, now we have oysters. We can put this one in this corner right here. You want to know how I know that's oysters? Because I did read the page on this one. Because I was like, is that clams or oysters? But no, they were oyster harvesting. And the next one is a G for gallery, which will also have to go. Oh, it can go up here. Cut it down just a smidge so it don't hang off the paper. Okay, rid of that piece of paper. I've already got a full trash can full of stuff. I don't know that I've ever been to an art gallery. And we're going to put the name or the words right over top of it too. So if anybody's looking, they'll know it's a gallery. I give myself 2 points for getting the letters with the words with the same letters. Like I'm keeping points. But I'm telling you that if I were keeping points, that would give me 2 extra points for my glue book. Alright, and the last 2 things that I got. One is lobster. We'll put it on this page. Because it's a big lobster feast. If you go to North Carolina, the biggest thrill for especially the men is to go out to a seafood dinner. Timmy doesn't care much for seafood, so when all the kids went to dinner, that day, we stayed home and had dinner at the house because I definitely am not a seafood fan. I'm not a Chinese food fan. I'm not a Japanese food fan. And anymore, I'm getting so I ain't even a food fan. Everything I eat causes me to have a stomach ache. So, let's cut this little tip off the top here. Alright. But if you was a seafood eater, that would be a good deal. And you get $2 off. The last thing is going to also go under the V. And it is a view. Isn't that a beautiful view? I think it'll sit right there. Nope, it's going to cover that little girl's head up. So we'll put it on the back. Let's put it on this side. That's not technically where I'm supposed to put it, but since I only did one page for V's, taking a little bit of liberty here. I'm going to put it on this side. I don't know what made me only put one page in here for V's. That was silly. But until today, I hadn't found any of these, so it didn't matter. And today, I had 3 of them. All right. This one is not wanting to stay down, guys. I found out if you put the glue to glue, you have a better chance of those things staying down. All right, so what did we add today? We added the Amish people, nothing in B, nothing in C, nothing in D. I'm trying to add to what I don't have. Nothing in F. In G, we added our gangsta dog and our gallery guides and our golfer. In H, we didn't, no, we added haircut. Excuse me, haircut in H. In I, we added an instrument. K, we added the king and I. L, we added a lighthouse and a lobster. M, we didn't add anything today. N, we didn't add anything today. O, we added owl, creek, and oysters. P, we added a plate and a purse. R, we didn't add anything. Q, we did. I skipped right over Q, guys. Q, we added the quail. We found one. And the queen. Oh, I put her in a different spot. Where did I put her at? Oh, I put her in the Q spot. No, I put her in the O spot. Sorry, guys. She's there to live now. Sorry, guys. I know I should be have water on hand. Okay, we added the tower on T. Nothing on U. We added 3 things on V. A view, Virginia Beach, and Valdez. We added whitewater rafting and wine and a wave pizza on W. And a welcome sign to Virginia Beach. And I don't think we got anything on Z. We did on Y. We put Yorktown and yoga. All right, and we fixed the front cover of our ABC book. Look, guys. So now we're that far along. And I've just been doing this for a month, so I am excited. All right, we'll set that one off to the side. And now, real quick, I'm going to add 2 more sets of pages into my fall glue book. Because I'm running low. Next week, I want to do all Halloween spreads. So, you know, that's what we got to do next week. And here is my stuff that I'm going to put in here. Make sure I got everything out. Okay, so the first page is going to be this one. And the second page is the other half of it that was in the book. Look, how nice. Okay, so we're going to put our glue down. Over to the ends of it's going to have washi tape on it. Okay, we'll put our picture down. And we'll go ahead and put this one down on this side. Next week I'll show you how I got them cut to fit this book. Reasonable. Okay, let's put this one in place. Okay, let's see. Get all the air bubbles out, I'm told. I think it's just you're heating up the thing so the glue adheres better to the paper. But some glues do better than others. Okay, so now I'm going to put me a line of washi tape down. If I can find the extra edge of it. That's the thing with washi tape, is it can't ever find the edge of it. Oh man, and don't pull it too hard, because if you've had it a while, then it don't come off easy as what you want it to. Let me put a little line of glue down this outside to keep it down. I think it would have stayed. All right. There is that one. And this edge. We'll turn it around the other way. Might put one down the center right there. Glue on that outside edge to hold it in place. They're already sticky, but washi tape like this glue sometimes will trim up that outside edge right there. I need to get my corner rounder out here. Okay, I think I'm going to put one right down the center here. Just watch, because if you don't, you'll end up cutting your paper as well as your washi tape. All right, so now we have this one, and I want to put this barn right here so it has a beautiful view. It's actually a shop of some sort. But that'll give it a beautiful backdrop. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. Wouldn't it be wonderful to sit outside your place and see that beautiful view every day? Okay, and then I'm going to come in with a really unique one and put this, cut just a smidge off of North Carolina. And put this in here. I think that's cute. It's different. I'm going to have to harvest a couple of magazines on TV. Glue grabbed my hair. All right. Let's put you right in here. Isn't that pretty? And let's see. I'm also going to put this bucket of, let me cut those off just a little bit more. Bucket of apples up here in the top corner. I don't know if any of that's an apple variety alcohol, but I just wanted to add this to the top. We'll leave the rest of it in place unless I find something to cover it over with, but isn't that nice? I like that. Okay, and the next page is going to be this one right here. It's going to go to the top, and then I'll put a different washi on the bottom to cut that piece off at the back right there. I'll do all that off camera though, because we're already running too late the way it is. I'm hoping I can speed some of this stuff up. If not, I hope you enjoy watching it. I think that went up too far. There we go. I think that works. Okay, and I want to put this on the side here. The warmer that glue gets, the stickier it gets. Oh, wait a minute. Dang it. I wanted to put this piece of washi tape down there on the bottom before I did that. My my glue will now dry. I'll have to re-glue it, but okay, there we go. Now we can put this down. Of course, I would tape it into the picture. There we go. Now I have a little thing of little stand right here. Whoops, upside down. And I have a cup of coffee and a thing of oatmeal. We're sitting there watching, sitting there having our oatmeal, drinking a cup of coffee and looking at their pretty arrangement of leaves. We'll set that one right in front of it. There we go. And the last one I'm going to put into place is this one. It fits the whole plate. I'm hoping to do, because this is my fall book, I'm hoping to have enough pages to do at least 4 pages of Halloween and have enough to do Thanksgiving. So we'll see. I'm going to do a glue book on Christmas all to itself. This I'm going to put a little bird under a glass right in the center of that wreath. Excuse me. Right here. Isn't that pretty? Just makes that wreath of leaves set off with that bird sitting inside of it. All right, guys. What we did today is we did our Grand Canyon of the East with our little house in front of it. We'll put more pictures on this. This is just the background, but I just thought that looked pretty and it deserved a day all of its own. Then we've got this one. I may not put anything else on this one because I like this one just the way it looks. This one needs something up here, but it still looks pretty. And then we have this page of fall leaves with an additional set of pumpkins on it and a cup of coffee or tea or whatever and a thing of oatmeal. And then we have this with the leaves and the bird sitting inside of a cheese dish. What it looks like to me. Alright guys, that is the end of today's glue book video. I'm going to trim this up off camera and then I will see you tomorrow for our menu planning. Boy, has that been nerve-wracking, but I think I got a plan and I'll show you tomorrow. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.